Hi, I'm meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You've clicked on the Weather Now link on this late Friday evening, almost 9:45. Boy, what a storm today. As expected, a lot of rain, strong damaging wind, power outages, coastal flooding, surge flooding due to an astronomically high tide. Here's where we stand as of almost the 10 o'clock hour Friday night. High wind warning has expired, though it lingers for a bit longer out on Cape Cod and the islands, the areas in red till 1 o'clock in the morning. And same deal with coastal Connecticut. You got a wind advisory. Bottom line, even once these warnings expire, it doesn't mean that like the wind shuts off completely. It's going to be very blustery, very windy, really now through Saturday, though the magnitude of the wind will be coming down. At last check, as of almost the 10 o'clock hour, I mean, look at Hyannis, Nantucket, even the Vineyard, 45, 55 mile an hour gusts. We're still gusting close to 45 and westerly, gusting 40. In Providence, so we still got some healthy wind gusts out there. They're not damaging, at least for most areas, with the exception of the Cape and the islands. You may get some scattered outages this evening. Take a look at the temperatures progression over the last several hours, and you see this huge drop in the temperature. Here we stand now in the upper teens to lower 20s after being close to 60 this morning. Just a huge drop in the temperature. And you tack in these gusty winds, and we've got feel-like temperatures now that are running in the single digits, but overnight towards daybreak Saturday, we'll be running about 5 to 10 degrees below zero. Bottom line, coldest air of the season is on the way now through Christmas weekend. And a look back at the wind gusts on Friday, and this is pretty much on par with what we were forecasting, gusts of 50, 65 mile an hour winds, producing some damage and some outages. The rainfall amounts coming in anywhere from 1 to 2. We've had some reports of even 2.5 inches of rain. We had some street flooding as well this morning and this afternoon, not due to the coastal surge from the ocean, but just from plain rain coming down. And we look at the satellite and radar composite. Of course, the gray is the cloud cover, the blue is snow. And that cold front now is well offshore. Boy, this is just a true Arctic cold front, the leading edge of just very cold air that is pouring in right now. And you can see and hear the temperatures. 4 below in Pittsburgh, actual air temperature. And looking at 22 in Providence, but we're going to head down to about 10 to 15 degrees overnight and into early on Saturday morning. Let's walk you through the forecast hour by hour and kind of draw your attention to some very localized bands of snow. This is called ocean effect snow. These little thin ribbons, very localized. And notice now through Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, and evening, we'll put this in motion, where they're lined up, it is just persistently riding right along offshore and right along the immediate south shore. 4 o'clock in the morning, here we are at noon. Now, most of the area on Saturday is actually sunny and dry, but windy and frigid. But we'll continue with these bands of snow confined right along the immediate south shore and offshore. Especially like Route 1 is down here from Westerly to Narragansett, Charlestown, Newport. This is 5 o'clock in the evening. Again, most areas are, kind of sunny and dry. And then these bands of snow moving offshore later Saturday night. So the fact that they persist in the same area for many, many hours, what will happen is we could get some small accumulations. And again, very, very localized. You drive, 10 miles inland and it's dry on Saturday, but right in this zone, I mean, wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of, like a dusting to a couple of inches, but look how small and confined it is. You get north of, right up in here, like get north of South Kingstown, and the rest of the area is basically, it's dry. So overall, your Saturday is just windy, frigid, and dry. Sunshine, temperatures starting off at 10 to 15 above zero. Wind chills early Saturday morning below zero, and it is just frigid on Saturday afternoon with daytime highs low to mid-20s, wind chills in the single digits, plenty of sunshine and dry. The exception would be along the immediate south shore. All right, Christmas Eve night looks good for Santa. It's windy, cold, and dry. No weather issues, just bundle up, but otherwise a dry Christmas Eve night, and Christmas Day looking good. I mean, granted, it's very cold, but it's sunny and dry. Afternoon temperatures after starting off at 12 degrees, sunrise Christmas morning, getting closer to 30 by Christmas afternoon.